Wild Life. This week's message is going to be on living a life that reflects Jesus. As believers, we are called by Jesus to be his ambassadors. What exactly does it mean to be an ambassador? Well, the definition is a person who acts as a representative or promoter of a specified activity. If being a believer means we are Christ's ambassadors, then that means we are to represent him and his kingdom to the world. That is a tall task, however, as we learned last week, God does not always give us easy tasks. In 2 Corinthians 5:20, Paul says, "We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us." We are called to live lives that reflect Jesus, because as believers, God is making his appeal through us and our actions to non-believers. Every action we take could mean salvation for someone else. Now, do not take this negatively. In fact, it should feel incredibly empowering that a perfect being would use imperfect creatures to represent his goodness, holiness, and love. Matthew 5:13-16 says, "You are the salt of the earth, but what good is salt if it has lost its flavor? Can you make it salty again? It will be thrown out and trampled underfoot as worthless. You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand, where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father." Now, Jesus is clearly saying that we are not supposed to hide the light of the Lord from the world, but to instead bring him to the forefront. Let him be on the forefront of our minds, the forefront of our actions. Let him shine through us. Now, obviously, we are imperfect, and we cannot completely reflect Jesus' life. And he isn't asking us to be perfect. He's asking that we let him work through us, and that we let him guide us. He knows we aren't perfect. The way I like to think about it is we are like a broken mirror, and Jesus is a light. While the reflection may not be perfect, the light can still be seen. Instead of buying a new mirror, God would use us with all of our cracks and imperfections to reflect his love to the world.